Hey everybody, Dan here for Comic Frontline. It is Wednesday, so it must be time for another comic haul. As usual, we will be starting with the independent comics. First comic I got this week, Dark Horse Presents. Basically, there's pretty much one reason I get Dark Horse Presents for the most part. Mr. Monster. If you've been following Mr. Monster at all, you know he's a great independent character. The collection, Mr. Monster Origins, probably one of the best collections that I've had the pleasure of reading. It's an $8 cover price, and I'm buying it just for however many pages of Mr. Monster are in here. I do like Nexus, but I'm a bit far behind on reading that. So basically, this book becomes all about Mr. Monster for me. Next up, from Aspen, Executive Assistant Assassins. A book that I've been on and off with a bit, but I do enjoy the art. Don't like the title, but I like the book, God is Dead. It's been dealing with a bunch of the different mythologies fighting each other. This had several covers, and I kind of liked this Hydra cover the best. Okay, Bloodshot and Hardcore. Number 19 from Valiant. I've been on and off with Valiant a little bit. Bart Sears drew this book, and that is enough for me. Bart Sears is drawing, I am buying. Savage Dragon, been following this for quite some time. And, you know, great book, but I do fall behind because kind of like to be a completist when I'm reading a book, and the letter pages are really a bit thick in this one. But I am aboard for that. There was a trade paperback that came out for Mercy Sparks. Kind of like a urban demons and angels type story. And I've given issues a try here and there when this collection was coming out. Figured it was worth checking out. Big cliffhanger we had last week was my damaged copy of Wolverine and the X-Men, so this is not new this week, but I did replace my copy of Wolverine and the X-Men. Have to have this book in pristine condition because Todd Nauck has some work in there. Todd Nauck, one of my favorite artists. Wild Guard, one of my favorite independent series. So I was in there voting for which characters would be cast members of that book. So once again, Todd Nauck is there. I am there, and had to get a good copy of that book. We got Amazing X-Men, which I have been enjoying. Again, art-wise, Ed McGuinness. You know, how can you go wrong? Came out last week, but I did not pick it up. Might have sold out, actually. So that tells you something. All new X-Men. I do have a pull list at my comic shop. And for the most part, there are many things that I do get pulled each time. Some books I do not. Or, you know, sometimes they know I'm going to be there on a Wednesday. Because for the most part, I try not to miss a Wednesday. So for whatever reason, this wasn't pulled, but here it is now. Well, everyone knows this has been, you know, Bendis, Immonen, been a great combination on this book. Avengers World, number 3. Looks like we got Shang-Chi playing a bit more of a major role. And this is a book that is a must-grab for me. Nova, Paco Medina drawing this one. Again, another great artist. Love his work. Picking it up. And the story has been very good as well. Better Ray Bill is in it. He's okay. All right. X-Men number 11. And, you know, very nice artwork in this book. I actually was flipping through it and saw that the backup artist, let me check out who that is, name was. I really was impressed with his work. Clayman. 2 ends. Very good. Picked it up. Like the old series, want to give the new series a try. New Warriors. Flip through it. Seemed like they did one of those things with a team book where you kind of give you a little bit background of who each character is, which is a good idea. Like the book from looking through it. We'll see if I like it after reading it. All right. Chris Bachalo's drawing Uncanny X-Men 17. It's amazing that they're up to 17. I seem to remember like 94 being a big deal. Uncanny X-Men number 17. Again, Chris Bachalo's drawing it. I'm down for that. Kind of looking through it. I don't even know who everyone is in this one. All right. Batman 66. Love the TV show. You might have seen me reviewing some of the toys. I am down for the comic. They seem to be rotating some pretty good artists in there. Another book that came out last week. Did not get. Perhaps sold out. Justice League of America. Number 12. Got it this week, though. Batman Beyond Universe. Number 7. Can't say that I've always been buying this, but flipping through the issues a few months ago, one of the artists caught my eye. Let's see. Iban Soello. I may have had that name wrong, but he's doing one of the 2 interior artists who's doing the insides of the book here, doing the art, and he is impressive. I like the art. Worth picking up for me. Harlequin, number 3. Picked it up. On the fence with this title. I have to kind of catch up. The art is good enough that I don't feel like I'm wasting my money, but I do have to, I guess, read it and see if it's worth keeping up with. Zero got a lot of hype. I enjoyed it, you know, for the variety of artists, but I'm not super sure about the title. Lastly, Justice League, number 28. Yvonne Rice drawing it, so I am down. Not really down with the new 52, but I've been muddling through. Metal Men getting introduced here. You know, always liked the Metal Men. And I'll be interested to go through this one. As I've usually said, I'm very behind on a lot of mainstream comics. Sometimes I am picking up indies and reading them. Of course, as I said before, I create comics as Argo Comics. My comics are available at Indie Planet. And when I go and print my books in Indie Planet, I do often look at their catalog and order books from there. So the last book that I had read, actually, Super Corporate Heroes, number 4. Super Corporate Heroes number 4. Pretty much a story about people having to buy insurance to get rescued by the superheroes. So, interesting concept. Again, I find that sometimes the independents, just for a survival mechanism, will come up with something that's entertaining, unique, has a real definitive voice. and something giving us a little something different and entertaining. And in that respect, after buying issues 1 and 2 and then 3, I found this to be a pretty good book and enjoyed reading the 4th chapter here. So that is where I'm at as far as what I bought today and what I've been reading. So hope you enjoyed the video. Tune into Comic Frontline for all your comics news and entertainment, and see you next week.